It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returned. It's an opening touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
To throw, here's Lance. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Lance looking to throw. Now a screen set up for Etienne. Ooh. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
Throwing, Lance. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
To throw is Lance. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Lance. And he'll take it on in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Levis to open with a pass. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On play action, here's Levis. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down for Tennessee. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Here's Levis from out of the pistol. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Levis. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They put Adams in motion. Now Lance. That's complete to Etienne. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
Let's go.
They motion the slot man left. And he's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5. They put Kelsey in motion. Lance. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Woo! And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Back to the air one more time. This one caught at the 4. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
Ready, set. Ready.
They'll run it here with Etienne. Powering forward. He's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, KC. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And how about this? Here comes the reverse. He's to midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
It's always nice as an offense when you can get a lift from special teams, and that was truly a team effort. I mean, you can see it's great blocking that gave him the initial seam, and he took advantage of it. That was really well done.
So Kittle comes in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Levis. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
A 2nd down throw here for Levis. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
He's going to pick up a Titans first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A fourth down gain of 20. They go play action with Levis. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Levis to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the good...
And he's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown Titans. An extra point attempt to follow. It's up and through. And the Titans will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To throw, here's Lance. Throw across his body is complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
19 tight.
Lance looking to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joshua Williams. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. They'll go with the reverse. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Right zero.
Slot receiver headed right. On 1st down, Levis. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Here comes Etienne running to the left. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Once again, it's Etienne. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Let's go now.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll go back to Etienne on 1st down. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. Marked down at the 6. Second and goal.
Here we go.
Again, they give it to Etienne. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Third and goal. They put Adams in motion. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he will win the race to the pylon. Touchdown, Chiefs. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken at the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go.
His drive will start on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
29 down, 22 Rita.
Throwing is Levis. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Titan first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Levis to throw it here. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play.
And he will go all the way. Danny Gray. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. And that's where the offense will take the field. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Lance. Going for it all. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Lance. Open man right side is Kelsey. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Lance. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Like 13, like 13. 22 window, 22 window.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. He'll find his tight end. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
Tracy, here we go.
To throw is Levis. Fires left sideline. That is complete. That's good for 27 and a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Here we go.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Whoa! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans. That's his second touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Cup in motion. Now Lance. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught downfield by Cup. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On the handoff, it's ETN. Just a short pickup down inside the 30. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run the toss here to ETN. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, KC.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Cup in motion. Lance. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, KC. Here's Butker now for the extra point. Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This is caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works, so instead of 1, they get 2. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. From the gun, it's Levis. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Levis. That's to his tight end, Kittle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Levis. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll go. Here's Levis. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. Finds room inside the 40. And he's going to take this all the way home. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Now Levis. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He'll try again here. Second and 10.
Tracy, son, I fly forward.
Here's Levis from out of the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Short.
Now, Levis. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
54, Mike 54.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Now Etienne. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. The terrific interior performer, Jeffrey Simmons, on the stop. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. To throw, here's Lance. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Lance looking to throw. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
Mike 54.
On 1st down, Levis. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
29 down, 22 reader.
Levis to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just missed.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll try left side with Etienne. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. On the ground, here's Etienne. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They'll work now on second and 4. Once again, it's Walker. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks. They run with Walker. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a second and 6. They'll run here with Walker. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
On third down, they go with Walker. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
All right, 22 Rita. What? Diamond. Hey, Mayday.
Off the play fake, it's Levis. And this will be incomplete.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Oh, yeah. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. To throw is Lance. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Chiefs. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs stretch things out even further. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Casey, ahead. Like 49. Short.
Levis. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Throwing, Lance. Throw, left side, is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
That is intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Levis. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Here's Levis to throw. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, They know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Hey, come on. Here.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Levis to throw it here on first down. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. We'll try again. It's second and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. On second down, Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
From the gun on third down, here's Levis. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
Here we go. Select.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
22, like 49.
From the gun, it's left. Pressured, gets there, and down he goes. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Throwing is Levis. That is caught. And they get the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one. but it's not going to work out.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set.
Lance. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.